What is your stand on legalizing marijuana? If you justify it, then how do you plan on stopping the drug war plaguing our society? Marijuana or any other drugs like poppy seeds are not the cause of recent 47 shootings in Surrey. Marijuana is not the root cause of the unlawful activities that we are living through in Surrey. What are your government are going to do beyond attending to the marijuana issue to ensure that Surrey is as safe as it used to be before? And I'm going to ask Jenny to attend to that first. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that question, Meera. First of all, we are committed to decriminalizing marijuana. That means not making criminals out of people who have a small amount for personal use. We are against legalization at this stage because we don't have enough scientific evidence-based data, and we want to see how this plays out in other areas. Right now, there is so much pressure and lack of resources for our police that to make marijuana legal would be a huge problem. And I absolutely agree that we're not putting enough money, and we will put more resources into our agencies to fight the drug trade and also to make sure it doesn't enter into our country. But more than anything, folks, we have to spend a lot more money on education. Education is the one way we're going to overcome this. There is no magic pill. And any politician who tells you this can be solved quickly, they are not telling you the truth. So for me, let's sit down with the different levels of government, let's sit down with different agencies and communities, and let's develop a realistic, comprehensive action plan. But let us also make sure that we resource our police, we resource our CISs, and we resource our border security. We can't keep asking them to do more if we don't give them the resources.
Sukh.
I had the opportunity to go to lots of doorsteps and schools. Every school child that I ask this question, how easily do you have an access to marijuana? They say they can have an access to marijuana easier than they have to beer, alcohol or cigarettes. On one side, we have Mr. Harper's status quo. And the other question I asked was, the marijuana they say is the major crime issue that we are all seeing in this gang war. They have a status quo, they don't want to change. On the other hand, we have Ms. Sims, who already said they want to decriminalize, means people can have an easy access. They can carry marijuana around, but that criminal factor that controls marijuana will still stay. And they say at this stage, and every scientist and research that we have, Georgia State has covered pretty well on this topic, that they all support that by regulating marijuana will help to take that crime factor out of this gang war. And that is what we are going to do. We are going to regulate marijuana, and all the money that is coming from there we will put into education and prevention to educate our youths.
Thank you, Sukh. We're going to have Harpreet now.
We will do this, we will do that, but for the past 4 years in the parliament, have they ever raised this voice? We are the only party which says that marijuana should not be legalized. As parents, do you want shops to be opened like we are talking today? In grocery shops, you can go and buy liquor. I as a parent don't want shops to be opened where my children can easily go and procure marijuana. I am personally against it. I am proud to represent a party which is absolutely against it. We do not want to legalize marijuana. The question is, what to do now? The question is education for the parents and the children, and also see why all this is happening. Just that easy race for money, which is driving us for all this, needs to stop. We have to, as a community, come forward and start talking with our children. That machism which is shown to the children when they enter into the high school, that if you go into this drug trade, you will be living a luxurious lifestyle. We should, with the police help, tell them that the end is disastrous. We need to bring in more programs, involve the community, and that is what my focus is. As I said in the beginning, I will involve the community. We will come up with solutions and tell the government that these are the resources what we want. But just opening up shops is going to create more problems, and we are already fed up of this. On the streets, when you go, you smell that skunk smell wherever you go. And that is a major crisis, and we all need to start and raise our voice against it. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just going to add